Let's go back to the start of the Eocene, Cenozoic, blah. So, Paleocene epoch, start of the Paleogene, and not to be confused with the Paleozoic. Really missed opportunity to have all those together. All right. So, Paleocene means old recent, which it is the oldest layer of the most recent era, and it was originally named by this guy Wilhelm Philipp Schimper in 1874. It was kind of used inconsistently until the International Commission of Stratigraphy kind of officially divided things. So the Paleogene was divided into the Paleocene, Eocene, and Oligocene, with the Paleocene being the lowest division of that, right after the Cretaceous. The lower boundary of the Paleocene is identifiable by the high concentration of iridium left over by the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. And the upper boundary, there's signs of like rapid heating because of something that we'll get to later. So what really defines this epoch is really like life recovering after the KT extinction. So this put an end to the non-avian dinosaurs, obviously. So birds and mammals filled in many of the roles that the other dinosaurs used to fill. In the ocean, a lot of the the sea reptiles, the marine reptiles, that's the word. They died off, and that filled in, or that left a kind of vacuum for sharks to fill, and that kind of brought them to their modern thing. Let's see. So here's just an overall timeline when we start seeing mostly certain types of mammals. This guy, Titanoids, he's kind of like the poster child of this epoch. It was a pretty big animal, around like bear-sized in length, but not quite as heavy, from what I could find. And then we see like, the early primates and rodents, bats at the very end. And then the Paleocene, Eocene thermal maximum when things get very warm. Overall, the Paleocene was pretty warm compared to today. It was, like the Mesozoic and right after the Paleocene were just warm, and this is kind of like a continuation until, that one spike in the Paleocene. We did see the some inland seas kind of dry up, like in America. Much of the eastern continental U.S. used to be covered in water, and in the early Paleocene it just wasn't anymore. And then, of course, the Paleocene came to an end at the we drew that line at the Paleocene Eocene maximum when really the global temperature just spiked, and it's never really gotten to that point again. It's been a general downward trend since then, but until recently. And this is thought to have been caused by greenhouse gases, namely CO2 and methane. And yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end.